Hello, folks, and welcome back to Final Factory. Last time we left off, we have a problem. We're getting attacked, and I didn't even notice that was happening. And we need to do a better job of protecting this area of this place. We need to expand this production. We have a lot of things we need to do before we can do anything. I was also briefly looking here. I talked about the planetary things. If we go down to wherever that planetary Jobby Doobie is, it's all the way down. Like, it's far down here, but you see that's where we get the planetary research bot. I was also thinking that I should also be producing research bots and doing all that stuff, because all of this does require planetary research, or asteroid research, should I say. I just haven't really been doing a big job of that because it's not super necessary for what we're doing right now, but it's definitely going to be. So I'm going to do a couple of things here to reroute some of this stuff, because I want to redesign some of these things to just hopefully work a little better and be a little bit more of what I was thinking when we got started here. So the first thing we're going to do is this area here. We're going to put in a new conduit, or whatever it's called, going down that way. So that's all going to feed into that one, because I want to start another production line here. And in order to do that, I can start another one here and feed it into this guy, or I can start another one here and there and feed them, kind of split them out through stuff. But take a look at what we have. This is so cool. We have a lot of stuff going here. And what I can do as well is I can go over here and say, hey, you know what? I actually want you producing something different. So I can change the production and say, hey, I actually need you to go ahead and do production or construction bots. I need you to go through and do miner bots, which we already do, or our asteroid ones, which are not hard to do at all. So we can do a whole bunch of stuff here. Like this guy, I'm going to change it over. So it's not doing that. It's just going to be producing asteroid research bots, because I think we need those more than what we've had in the last little while here. So hopefully that's doing that. What's this guy? What's going on there? Why does that get like that? Let me flip that around. Okay, we want that one to be that. Cool. That guy's going to be that. Cool. And then that one's that. Okay. Now this is producing the way it's supposed to. And more importantly, we're going to get some of these guys doing their thing so we can get the research spots out there. Because we do already have them. Like, we're ready to roll with that. So I'm just going to put one. Oh, I can fit it in there. Fantastic. Put it into an area where it doesn't really affect us. And then I can just power that up super easy. Like so. Now, we are also running into another problem where we don't actually have enough production to go through here. So what I could do is I could branch this line off of here and have it dump into a couple more printers and then feed back into that line. Because you see, this one's not moving or doing anything. So we are full up on that. So I might do something along those lines. Maybe I'll take this guy out. We'll put that in, I don't know. Let's put it in up there for now. I do have another atomic printer. I can get more as well. I just need to, I don't have a lot of research stuff going with all that right now. This group of stuff does not have power because I took away their power options because they don't really need it. Then this guy's full up as well. All right. So we have all of that going. We're fine with the AI chips right now. We definitely are getting engaged in more and more battles. So I'm going to go over and help. And by help, I mean we're going to steal some of the stuff and just try to attack them where they're at. And as we go through here, I'm going to try swarming them and just see what that does. But I need to get more resources for the other part of our station there. And I like that we have a combination of all kinds of different ships that we can make very quickly, very easily. I have them set and ready to go. All right. So we have that. I do need to generate some additional stuff here. So we're going to work on that for a sec. But look at our research. Oh, we do have one more research thing that we can put on. So I'm going to do that too real fast. While we're here, we have one more research one. It doesn't cost us anything. We just dump it in there and give it some power. Boom. There we go. And this bad boy is ready to rock and roll. It's full up. I love that we just have all kinds of stuff out of here. It's wonderful. And you see the stability ratings? We're producing plenty of power for that. So let's jump over here. I probably should put another defensive structure out here as well. But let's go in, and first we need to capture all of this stuff. So let's get that. We'll get some defensive structure set up. We'll get some of the cloud things. We'll get some printers. And I think that should be good for at least right now. We have a whole, like, we have so much stuff we need to do. It's kind of overwhelming, but we will get it done. But I'm going to get another defensive structure out here, and then another one up here, and probably another one out there, if I'm thinking right here. So that one's going to go there. I need some just basic solar panels. I don't need the big special guys. And then we're going to have another one out here. I want to try to make sure they're overlapping with themselves. Then, yeah, that one's there too. Okay, cool. I'm really happy with that setup. We just need to wait for our next round of solar panels to get made, because I'm not using these guys. There's no reason to do that. We have to use all the other stuff. It's not necessary. But I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to cancel that one so that we can at least start moving forward here. And getting these guys up and going. You can see that they're already populating and ready to roll. Get that one as well. And then in between there, we can send these a little farther out. And just gives us a little bit more visibility into what we're looking at around here. So bam, bam. There we go. I should put another one somewhere out here. Or do I want to start mining up more stuff? I don't know the answer to that. Let's take a look here and see what we have. Yeah, we can definitely do some more mining stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We got that. All right, we'll grab a couple more of those. Gonna need some more junctions. We're gonna need more of these. We're gonna need more printers. We need all of the things. All right, but then we can take this, output that there. And then hopefully we can do... Oh, can I not? I cannot build there. Interesting. Okay, not a big deal. So that's going to have to come down, over, and down. There we go. Copy that recipe. Copy that recipe. This drives me crazy that it needs that little space. All right, let's rearrange this because that was dumb. Bam, 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 bam. Junction, junction. There we go. And at least this thing's going to start being able to move some of its stuff out. Not a lot of it, but it gets some of it moving along. These guys are not holding on to anything. They're plus several hundred a minute. This one, yeah. Yep, we're making about 120 or so per minute on those. It's fantastic. So I'm actually going to throw a junction on there. We're going to get one more printer in there because why the heck not? And we'll go and put that there, and there. Copy, paste, copy, paste. Basically, I just want to make sure we have all of the things we need to have for these to work. Oh boy, here we go. So I'm probably going to need to put another defensive structure somewhere out this way. There we go. And now we just have this just output a whole bunch of people to it. I love it. It's so very much fun to watch. We are going a little overboard with our production on the mining ships, so we're going to kind of chill on those. I'm just going to start turning off production on some of these because I don't think we need them as much as what we have done. All right. So we have mining ships for days, which is great. It's not exactly what we need, but it works. All right. So we need to now still keep feeding all these. You can see that they are, these little lights on there are very nice that they're show what's up. And we definitely need some more work with all of this. What I no, I can't. Can I? Let me click on one of these. Can I just control direction of... Okay, I can disable slots. That doesn't really help me. I was hoping that there'd be like a sorter of some type or something along those lines where I can kind of rearrange what's up, but does not appear to be the case. So let's see. I can get those right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll get our station started there. Go there and there. And there and there. Then we need some power. Then we need to dissipate some heat. Where are you? There you are. So that can go right there. Then we need this guy. Can go there and there. All right, you're just gonna do the raw stuff. And then we're just going to send that out to printers. One. Can I put them all right next to each other like that? Because I would really love to do that. If I have the space and it lets me do that, I'd much prefer to do it like that. So let's find out. Nope. We have to space them out. Dum, 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 dum. I guess I didn't have to get rid of all of that. I could have just gone every other. Whatever. You get the idea. All right. So let's put that there, that there. Bam. Bam. Then we'll get the printers on there. Pop, pop, pop. Right now, the station is doing what? Okay, I think we're okay. These guys are just going to make the basic component. Copy, paste, paste, paste. All right. Don't have that go out. That's going to just output that. Copy, paste, paste, paste. We need some more power. Go. Bring that down into a storage area. What I really should have done is put that coming out this way. I might rearrange all that because then I can output both directions and have it be more feasible. Then I can use my ships to transport them over here up and into that one so that we have 2 loads going through all that. And I think that will be better. I'm really just trying to overbuild and over-engineer everything that I can. So I'm just going to get rid of that for now. Oh, I'm going to get rid of all of it. Never mind. So we'll collect all of that stuff. And we'll get rid of all this. There is a method to the madness usually. It just usually takes me a little while to figure out what the heck I'm trying to do. All right, so we got that. I'm cool with that. Where are we under attack at? We are at least holding up on everything, I think. So I'm going to do that. We just need to bring these farther outside, which I'm not totally thrilled with, but we don't really have much of an option. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, 4 is more than enough, I think. If we're looking at 5, you see these ones are barely getting fed, but 4 are almost always fed. So if we do that, I think we'll be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, then all of that's going to flow up there. This one's going to come down there. That's all going to flow out that way. Then, not those. Not those. I guess I'll have that all flow into there. Then that's going to come out and go into that. Okay. I think that's what I want to do. All right, let me copy this and paste that across all of these so they know what they're making. You know that you're doing the same thing. And then you're doing that. Okay. That's going to solve some of those problems for us, I think. Other than we don't have power now. So let's get some more big old solar panel things. There we go. Then we'll get that guy right there. Bring that to, I guess, there. I'll bring that over to there. And then we can go to there. And I think then I can just pull this straight across. I think. We'll find out, I guess. So those all have power now. Good. All that's powered up. We're just going to do that. We have these guys can now one there, and one there. Heck yeah. And oh, my bad. I just need to pull that over one more. There we go. It's loading up. It's going to transport over once it's full. And you see what I was talking about. Like it's doing its thing, but it's not doing it quickly. So then that loads that one up. That goes over there. That goes over there. And then it just flows right into this thing. And then this guy picks it up and takes it over as well. All right. I think all that works. I actually really dig what's going on there. What's this guy's problem? No active research. Oh, yeah. I probably should do that. Okay. Let's see. What do we have here? I want to get down to there. What do I need in order to get that? So we have that. We need that. And we need comet catching. Okay. And comet catching requires what? A lot of things. Greenhouses. Oh, it's required for greenhouses. Okay. To get it, we have to have this guy. Okay, so that's our next mark. Because I want to get all the way down to this. But in order for that to happen, we have to have this one and comet catching, which is that guy. Okay. It's all doable. All right. I think all of that's working. I'm going to put up a couple more of these things. We're going to need some more solar panels. Don't like when we can't see into space, so we just need to make sure we have that. There we go. Although our ships don't seem to mind if they can't see far out into space. They still do their work. All right. Taking a look at our map here, we have our basically our offensive slash defensive production facilities. We have our basic unit facilities that I'm not taking good advantage of. And what is going on up there? I thought I saw a random blue dot. I zoomed out. I guess it's just that. Okay. I guess we're going to go exploring here and just see if we can find any bad guys. We haven't been up north in a little while, so we're going to head out that way and just see what we can conjure up here. And we'll make sure we have our weapons hot. And we're just going to start flying around and see what we can find. There we go. Found bad guys real fast. My goodness. And, I mean, we just need to get in these battles. It's not really like an option we have. I don't know of another way to get the stuff that's asking us to get. I think this is how we have to do it. So let's just work on destroying all of these things so they can't attack us. I'll collect all this stuff up and we'll continue firing in and just hopefully making them have a really bad day. But you can see we're already up about 199. There we go. Over 100 on that. We need to get to 250. So we just have to keep running into these guys and finding them. And luckily, some of these guys are getting to be worth a little bit more points than what they were before. I saw a 0.9 earlier. There's a lot of 0.4s. I saw a 0.8. But we were getting like much lower than that. So I don't know if why we're getting higher points for these, if they're better quality or what's going on here. But there's a comet. So eventually I guess we're going to be able to capture them and do something with it. I don't know what it does, why it's there. I mean, comets just exist, I guess, in space, but I don't know why. And yeah. All right. But we're over halfway to our goal already on this. We know that there's more guys over here, at least farther south there were. There they are. And we're just going to keep trying to get involved in little fights like this. I don't like that their strength keeps going up. I'm very unsure as to why as well, but there's only so much I can do about that. All right, so we got that area cleared out. And I guess we're just going to keep going north. Is there a north in space? Oh, there we go. We found more guys. All right, so we're just going to keep rolling through, trying to knock out as much of this as we can. Again, I really wish there's a way that I could just send out fleets of stuff so I didn't have to interact with them. They could just bring me back the points or identify where stuff's at so I could just, you know, let it exist. But that's not how the game's set up right now. So we'll see what's going on. Oh, they always are. They really like guarding these things for some reason. I don't know what they mean, why they do what they do, or anything related to it at all. I just know that they really like them. All right, now I'm going to have to go back here soon because if you take a look, I'm down to 16 out of 50. So I need some more ships on my team here. But we're going to try to collect as much as we can because we're right at that 250. We're not far off of it. So we're going to try to just see if we can withstand enough time to capture that all back. Come on, we got 2 more to go. 1 more to go. All right, nope. We're not getting involved in any more fights. We're going away. You guys can follow us if you want, but we're going back to our base. Get some new research, which we know we need this one, so we're going to research the mobile stations. And look, we already unlocked the Knight, and we also have the Comet Catcher. Once we have the Comet Catcher, then we can get the planetary science thing, and hopefully that's going to start opening up some new things for us. But we need to get back to our base here. Get some more bats on our team, and then we can go forward and figure out what exactly we want to do with the rest of this. But we should be back at our shipyard facility here, so I should have a whole bunch of our friends coming to join me. Here they come. That's what we're looking for, guys. Need some more friends to come join us. Fantastic. And now a whole bunch of others are going back over to join that area back up on there. But I still have more waiting for me. All right, let's go back out to our map. And I think I'm going to explore this area up here a little bit. So we're just going to head straight up and see what we run into. Got space rocks. There's no value to those that we know of. I really love watching the edge of this. It's just fun to look at. All right. And I want to also research stronger bats so that we can have more intense weaponry come out. All right. We're involved in the fight. All right, just a matter of getting all this stuff out of here. I also want to research those night things because I don't know what they do. And I want to see them. Let's go knock out as much of this stuff as we can. Oh boy. Seems like they're everywhere in the shadows, just sitting in those clouds waiting for us to make a mistake. And they really like guarding these antimatter clouds. I don't know what those things are, what they do, or anything really about them, but I suppose as we move forward here, we're finding out more stuff about what different things do and why they're valuable. Like, we don't know what the organic compound thing is yet. I got to imagine it's coming from the planets, but I don't know what it does. All right, and now we have the ability to move the stations, which I actually kind of like because it can be a really easy way to move. Ooh, I have an idea. All right, let me finish this action up here first. All right, I know I shouldn't keep going, but I'm going to keep going a little bit here. All right, this will be our last group of bad guys that we're going to deal with. And then we can open up our research. We want to get this guy. And then once we have that, we already have everything else researched. So we should be good to go with that, I think. Yeah, it's the one thing we're missing. Okay. Let's go to town and try to get that. Oh man, there's a lot of them. All right, come on. Just, wow, they're sending a lot of guys our way. I mean, it's fine. That's what they're supposed to do. And it's fine with me because we're moving through. We're a little over 1/6 of the way through our stuff. Over 1/5 now. And And we're just going to keep firing away at them. We know there's more guys over to the right as well. I'm not going to deal with them quite yet, but we know they're there. So I want to get all of that stuff done. And now we're going to go deal with the guys over here because there are more unless they skedaddled. There they are. I was going to say, I knew there was more. But I also, like, while we're doing this, because I like to think through, like, this is kind of mindless fun right now, like, just destroying stuff, like, not a big deal, I don't have to think about it, just move around and aim and all that. But while we're doing this, I'm trying to figure out what I should be focusing on. Should I try to make all of the sectors visible, so we, like, where we're at? Should I try to make all that stuff so that we can easily see it? Or do I go in and start trying to just focus on the things and building out stuff that we absolutely... Ooh, here we go. Okay. So should I focus on getting rid of those clouds, or do I just let the clouds just recover the areas that we've been to already and just kind of move forward from there? I don't know the best option for that. All right, but we're just going to try to eat up all of this stuff. Mystical intelligent force held inside ancient structure. Okay. I feel like I'm going to... There's something behind these things. There's a reason why they exist in the game. So I'm going to pull out one of these here. And I need to make a solar panel for it, which I do not have. What am I missing? Medium density. Nope, we don't have any iron right now. I'm sure there's an iron asteroid somewhere around here, just not here yet. With that, I also want to make sure that this area is cleared out. Let's go try to find an iron asteroid real fast. Because the asteroids tend to be clumped together a bit. There's a rock there. All right, well, we found bad guys first, which is fine. Get involved in all of that. We'll knock them out hopefully quickly here. You can see these guys aren't paying off nearly as good as the other ones were. Some of those were giving us like tons of points. These are only 0.3. I don't know why certain ones pay off better than others or what the deal is. They just do. All right, so we're just going to keep focusing on destroying this little area here. Then I'll pull up the map and see where the nearest asteroid is that we can use, or if we're close to a base at all, which I don't think we are, but we might be. Could be on the other side of those things. Who knows? All right, so let's pull up the map here real fast. We're out here. Nope, there's nothing. We have to go all the way back down there, which I guess we'll do. Those are space rocks. Okay. We're replenishing our ship overall right now as well, so that's fine. Then I can get some more solar panels. Get some more of these guys. Get some more of these guys. All right. I don't know the best method here. I'm just playing and seeing what comes out. I really don't know what is best for our overall longevity in this game. Do I do stuff like that just try to uncover things and get things places, or do I just don't know. All right, but we need to get back up to this area where we were before and get these guys some power. All right, taking a look at our map again. I figure that we'll head over and then we'll try to clear up this area a bit and just see what comes to pass. All right, we found more bad guys pretty quickly. Jeez. I'm okay with that. Because we are moving through our research right now, which is what I want. And I'm just hoping that whatever these planetary research ships or whatever the heck they're called, that we don't have something... Oh, I told you there's going to be something iron right around there. Every time. They group all that stuff together. All right, let's go. Get all of that taken care of. I really also want to set up a production facility for like the main items that we use. So like if we have an assembler, I want to have a production facility for the assembler, one for the printers, like all that stuff. So we don't have to spend time building them. We can just click on a button and go. All right, that all looks good. We only have another 50 or so research points to go before we reach our next spot here. I guess we'll set up a little defensive area here along with some of this stuff. And then hopefully that will allow us to... Yeah, I'm just trying to plug holes so that we see things a little bit more fully and clearly. And we have this one here, which is just space rocks, which doesn't really help us. All right, I do need to put one of these guys out here just so that we know that we have a crew of the team over there. All right, I feel like we cleared this area out pretty well already, so maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree and I should start discovering other areas. So let's take a look at the map here. We're basically straight north of where we were at. Our suns are over there, both of them. And you can see we can go forever on this map. Like it's massive. Oh, here we go. All right, let me put the little clearer things over here. I'm going to put another defensive structure out here as well. Because this is a planet and we very clearly are going to need to be researching planets and doing stuff with them. So might as well just gear up and get ready for the fight that we have coming our way with that. Let's see if we can get this one taken care of. I only remember what we're researching. I think it's the common interceptors. Is that right? Yeah, we're not on the planetary or Terra researchers or bots or whatever the heck they're called. All right, and I'm just going to keep heading north. The background looks cool there. But let's see where we are heading. All right, we got another one of these things. They typically tend to be around there. There they are. There we go. All right. We'll knock all that out. Beep, 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 boom. Ooh, this is a big one. They have whatever. This starts with the T. I don't remember. Tridents. All right, we'll take care of these guys. They're not really all that bad. Oh, we got another planet? Awesome. All right, we're going to need to set up some more structures and defenses and all that stuff around here. We have enough of everything except for solar panels. We need more solar panels. So we'll get those built out once we clear this little area here out. There we go. And I want to take that care of that too. All right. So let's see. Oh, we can afford solar panels. Heck yeah. All right. So put that there. That can go over there and there. Let's gear up for the next round of fighting. Just going to be this crew. Yeah, it's a trident. That's what they're called. And we're going to go through. Knock out those trident spawners as quick as possible. Let me go back here real fast and do the next level of this, which we want planetary research. And we're just going to start trying to rock out here and knock these things out. Here comes our crew. Forgot how far away they probably actually are from where they're being manufactured. But heck yeah, there's a battle happening. And these are what we want. These guys are giving us lots of research points and good value ones too. Some hef ones in there. Get rid of all the spawners. There we go. All right, I need to let's see. You guys all need to protect each other. That's the name of the game here. So we can make this stuff protect itself. We'll be fine. So there, I think that will work. All right, we're already up to 68 out of 300 on that. That's good. This area is going to stress out a bunch of our resources, but that's okay. That's going to go there. That one's going to go right there. Fantastic. This one's also going to get set up over there. I hit some wrong buttons there. Oops. No worries though. We're okay. Let's go fight. The better we can support ourselves here. All right. I don't know why I'm trying to defend the planets as much as possible, but it seems like we're going to have a reason of why we have to do that. So I'm just being a little trigger happy with it, but I think it's going to be a necessity here in the not too distant future. So let's go through. We can capture that comet now if we needed to, which is super cool. I think the only thing... Oh, what is that? What is that thing? Look at that giant ship over there, too. What is that? Okay. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you firing at me, big guy? Big guy's firing a whole bunch of stuff. He's coming at us. Oh, God. Oh, God. All right, let's see if we can continue to fight a little more. Just want to knock out their spawners if we can. That would be ideal. And we can use spacebar to get away quickly. It takes a little time to recharge, but we can at least get out of its line of fire because that ship is pretty fast from what it looked like. All right, just getting rid of the spawners. That's all I want to do. Just get rid of spawners. So that thing is an antimatter nexus. It's an ancient machine that generates antimatter, increasing the power output of nearby antimatter space stations in the fleet. Interesting. Okay. Saw a bunch of those things that seem to be gone or extinguished in some way, like broken. So maybe we can use that one in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. But right now we're having fun collecting stuff and hopefully seeing what we can come up with here. All right, so we're slowly moving on here. We're up to just about 200, so we're 2/3 of the way there-ish. But if we could set up a whole defensive thing around that, that would be killer. And where'd their big ship go? I mean, I'm terrified of it, but it scores me lots of points, I'll fight it. Oh, it's still there. Okay. Oh, and he has his own little drone army. Cool. We got roasted. All right. So where was that at on the map here? That's way up there. Okay. That's cool, though. So let me go and collect a whole bunch of stuff. So I got medium density there. What else am I looking for? I don't want those. I want these. And then I can go into combat ships. And what do I need? Oh, I still need AI circuits. My bad. Uh-oh, who's getting attacked? Oh, just... Nah, map. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. No, you don't, guys. No, you don't. You don't get to attack us like that. It's not very nice. Alright, so that tells me that we need to have more defensive structures. So we can do all that. When you die, you lose all of your inventory, apparently, because all that stuff is now gone, which kind of sucks, but whatever. Oh, I don't even have a construction bot, do I? I need a plasma engine to do that. Give me a second. What do I need for the construction bot here? AI circuits. And then we're going to grab a whole bunch of those guys. All right, this thing here is an ancient portal. Unknown origins. Structures, lights, aids, clear type of exotic material. Your sensors detect faint source of energy. Perhaps you give a jump start with your mining laser? All right. Ooh.
The old masters have left us a device of great power. If only this twisted space could be unraveled, so that we may hop along the stars unhindered. Alas, only the Leviathans offer us such pathways, so we must grow.
What is this Leviathan talk again? They keep saying that, and I don't know what it means in the context of this game at all. So I'm going to set up some of these to be out in those areas. Just so we can hopefully... Uh-oh, we're going to be in battle here. Our guys just came out. All right. We go. Throw this one on right there. That up to date, and then we need to give some. And let's start fighting. Pew, pew, pew. All right. Nope, we got another planet, or asteroid, excuse me. All right, I don't want to battle that guy again. That was not fun. But I do need to protect some of these areas a little better. So like there is nothing stopping them from just coming out of the clouds in some of these areas, and we need to do that. All right, but I think we're in good shape to start off with here. We found this thing, which is now labeled on there. We have whatever that thing is, and it looks like there's already enemy structures or something going on with it. We have this planet locked down. We have another planet that we need to lock down, and we don't have too much research to go on and do the next steps. But I think that's where we're going to leave it for today. Folks, thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate your time, and I will see you later. Let me know what I can do better, different, or just in general make this game move along for us, because I think we're doing a good job. I just need to figure out how to do it faster, and I also want to play with that mobile mining thing or whatever that is. We'll talk about that later. Folks, thanks for joining me again. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.